Hey, what's up everybody? I hope you all are doing well. Before we get into today's video, let me just say we are almost at 100,000 subscribers, and that means a ton to me. Thank you all for the support and help that you've given me and being a part of all of my channel growth. If you're new to the channel and you like tech, sneakers, and this goofy face, then do me a favor and hit that subscribe button followed by the bell so that way you can be notified every time I drop a new video. I'm thinking that we'll do something big for 100K, probably a giveaway. I don't know what we're giving away yet. It could be a phone, it could be my soul, or whatever it is. Once we figure it out, you guys will be the first to know. With that out of the way, let's go ahead and dive into today's video. We're gonna be going over 10 more tips and tricks for your Galaxy Note 9, Note 10, S20, whatever you're using that's running One UI 2.1. Actually, some of these might even work for One UI 2.0, so make sure you double check. I don't have a device currently running 2.0, otherwise I would look myself. So if you notice something, please leave it in the comment section below to help out some other people. All right, so the first thing I wanna show y'all is the advanced photo editor. In order to access the advanced photo editor, we're gonna dive into the gallery. We're gonna select a photo to edit. We're gonna tap on the little edit button and then tap on the three little dots in the top right-hand corner. Select advanced, and then now you're inside of the advanced photo editor. Here you can apply an S-curve if you want to get a lot of contrast from your image. So you can do that by sliding around the highlights, the midtones, and the darks here, and then just adjusting the curve. But if you really wanna fine tune it and really get the most out of your image when it comes to contrast, your highlights, and all of the different tones, you can come down here and just use the slider. And this is how you're going to be able to get in the exact settings that you might be looking for. If you only want to adjust like a specific color, such as your RGB, you can come over here and tap on the reds, the greens, and the blues, and that's how you can adjust the RGB spectrum. Going back, if you want to dial in a specific color, you can select this tab, pick the little dropper tool, and then select the color you want to adjust. Here you can adjust the luminance, you can adjust the saturation, and you can adjust the hue. Lastly, there is the backlighting correction. So if you crank it all the way up, it's almost like it makes the image pop a little bit more, but really it does not look very good. It just applies a bunch of contrast. However, if you have like a portrait mode or live focus image, it really makes the subject separate from the background a little bit more, but personally, I don't really care for it. So I'll dial it down to about 5, and then I can come over in my curves and adjust the contrast manually to make it more pleasing to my eye. Next up is the built-in spot remover. If you've ever taken a picture and noticed that you have food on your face or maybe something in your teeth, or you just have a zit and you needed to remove it, typically in the past you would have to download an app to remove that blemish. However, Samsung recently added a spot remover inside of the default photo editor, and it works really good. In order to get to the spot remover, we're gonna dive back into the gallery, find an image that we want to correct, and then we're going to tap on the little pencil or edit button, and then swipe over until you find the face right here. Tap on that, and we're gonna go to this option right here. And it says, tap the spot you want to fix. So we'll zoom in and say we wanted to get rid of the freckle on my forehead right here. We're just going to color it in, and it removed it. Now, unfortunately, this does not work without a face. So if I go back to an image that doesn't have a face, I'll show you what I mean. So we'll back up, and then we'll select this image right here. And we'll try to remove one of these people right here. So we're gonna go into the edit tab. We're gonna swipe over, oops. We'll swipe over, and you can see there's no face icon, and it's not giving me the option because there's no face in the shot. The third tip I have for you is to download a separate app from the Galaxy Store known as Goodlock. A lot of you guys are probably gonna be familiar with Goodlock, but if you're not, it brings a lot more customization to your Galaxy device. However, the two areas of Goodlock I wanna talk about are Multistar and Navstar. First of all, if you don't have Goodlock installed on your phone, to download it, you're gonna go into the Galaxy Store, and then you're gonna do a search for Goodlock. So come up here, type in Goodlock. Oops. Goodlock. And there it is. Now you're going to download that and then open it. and it's gonna pull up this menu right here. Now, beginning with multi-star, let me show you what it does. So we'll tap on multi-star, and what it's going to do is it allows me to run two apps side by side in the multi-window format with apps that traditionally would not be allowed. So right here, you can see the option, enable multi-window to all apps. If I turn that off and then hit restart, it's gonna restart my phone. And then when it boots back up, it's going to be like I never even downloaded multi-star. My Galaxy Note 10 Plus has officially rebooted, and now I'm gonna try to launch Instagram and YouTube side by side in the multi-window format. So I'm gonna go ahead and go into my recent apps and try to launch YouTube, which it says right here, open in split view, tap on that. And now we're gonna try to launch Instagram. And you can see app does not support split screen. So now we're gonna go back into Goodlock and then go back under multi-star, and then enable where it says enable multi-window to all apps, restart, let it restart again, and now it should allow me to run Instagram in that multi-window format. Okay, so we're booted back up again. Now if I go into my recent apps and then try to launch YouTube in split screen, and then we'll launch Instagram in split screen, and you can see it is now working. But there's one more thing within multi-star that I want to show you. So let me go into Goodlock again and go under multi-star. And what's new here for Note 10 devices is multi-focus. And multi-focus is going to allow you to run two apps in split screen. And if you're using, say, Instagram on the bottom and YouTube is on the top and you're watching a video on YouTube, it's gonna make sure that if you're using Instagram, YouTube doesn't time out, shut down, and stop working. You can continue watching your video while you use the app on the bottom. So make sure that you enable that if you're running One UI 2.1. And the next thing I wanna show you is Navstar, and it's how you can take your customization up a notch. Now, before you actually use it, you have to dive into your settings, go under display, and make sure that you are not using the on-screen gestures like I'm using. So right now, you can see full screen gestures is enabled. We're gonna enable the navigation buttons, which is your more traditional approach to navigating Android. And we're gonna go back to Navstar, enable it, and now you can assign some customization to your navigation bar. So right now I have like different cheeses. It's a cheese, it's a carton of milk, and that looks like a pizza. If you want to do some other designs, you can do that. You can do a new configuration and completely customize it on your own. So you can do different background colors. You can do like a different button layout, different icons. You can add an additional icon. If you don't just want 3, you want 4, you could do that. So there's a lot of customization that you could do with Navstar to really make your device your own. Number 4 is Theme Park, which is another part of Goodlock. Theme Park allows you to create your own theme for your Galaxy device right on your phone, which is like the ultimate customization. Theme Park is also found within Goodlock, so we'll go ahead and dive back into Goodlock, but it's under a different section. So down here we have Unit and we have Family. So we're gonna tap on Family, and then right here you have Theme Park. Tap on Theme Park, and it's gonna load up the store if you don't have it downloaded. We're gonna go ahead and install it. And it's going to allow you to create your own theme for your Galaxy device. So we'll go ahead and launch it, hit start, and then go ahead and agree to the privacy settings, and we'll design a new theme. We'll use my own wallpaper. So let's go ahead and pick one like, I don't know, a random one like this. So we'll go ahead and select that for the wallpaper. And then you can also select various styles for your text messages and for basically your accent colors. You can do various icons. You can customize the tray. Like, this is pretty much the ultimate customization when it comes to your Samsung device. So if you're big into launchers and themes and all of that, check out Theme Park, create your own theme. And if you're on Twitter or you're on Instagram, tag me in a post showcasing your theme, because I'm definitely excited to see what you guys can create. And once you have everything all set up, you can save it and install it. And you can also give it a name. So theme park is definitely a major go and a major win if you're into customization and you love your Samsung device like I love mine. 5 is setting the volume based on the individual apps you use. For instance, maybe I don't want my volume the same for YouTube as it is for Instagram. With the newer updates, you can now safely launch each of these apps and have different volume levels, even when switching between these two apps. It sounds confusing, but let me just show you. In order to customize the volume based on the app you're using, you're gonna need to go into the Galaxy Store and download Sound Assistant. This is an extremely powerful app that's gonna give you a lot of customization and functionality when it comes to sound. So we'll go ahead and open the app, and right here we have individual app volumes. So we'll go ahead and hit the plus button, and now we're gonna add YouTube and Instagram. First we'll add Instagram, and then now we're going to add YouTube. We'll hit add, and then here I can adjust the volume of each of these apps. So I can leave YouTube at 100% because that's what I want. I want to be able to hear everything that I can when it comes to YouTube videos. And then for Instagram, I don't really care so much. We can decrease it to around 50 and then back out of it, and that's that. So now if I go into YouTube and then play a video like this one, you can see this is the volume for YouTube. Now I'm going to bounce over to Instagram and we'll play a quick story, maybe. So you heard some sound here. I can decrease the sound, and then we'll bounce over to YouTube and play. Other than assigning individual app volumes, you can also do scenarios for each day of the week as well as times. You can have a floating button so you can always have access to the Sound Assistant panel. So if I go to the home screen here, hit the volume rocker, you can see a little button pops up right there. I can tap on it, and then it's going to give me my Sound Assistant settings. I can tap the little cogwheel, and then it brings me into the main menu here. You have tons of stuff in here. You can separate app sound, which is also built into the actual settings of newer Galaxy devices, but there's a lot here. I highly suggest that you download it, tinker with it, and see what you can figure out. A good tip for Note users is to enable the proximity alert setting. I might have already mentioned this in a previous video, but if I didn't, here you go. Even though proximity alert may not be new, it's still something that you should be aware of, and it's something that you need to enable. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into our S Pen menu here, tap on the cogwheel, and then it's gonna pull up our settings. Scroll down until you see Pen Proximity Alert and make sure that is turned on. What it's gonna do is push an alert to your phone in case you leave your S Pen behind. And then if you still happen to forget your S Pen, it's gonna tell you the last time that it was detached. It's gonna give you a date and it's gonna give you a time. So here's a quick example of how it works. I'm gonna go ahead and walk away with my S Pen and you'll see the alert on my phone. So I'm gonna go ahead and walk away. So there you go. That's a quick breakdown of how Proximity Alert works. And this is the notification that you'll receive if you ever forget your S Pen. Number 7 is to take advantage of the new camera modes such as single take, nighttime hyperlapse, and front-facing 4K 60. I know these are going to be limited by the device that you're currently using, so if you don't see them on your phone, this could be why. However, if you're using a Note 10 or later, they should be there. If you have access to these new camera modes, this is how you're going to be able to find them. So we're going to dive into the camera app, and if you have single take, it's the first thing that you're going to see. It's going to be to the left and it's going to say single take. And it's going to take a bunch of different photos and short little video clips and give you a bunch to choose from. Some of these photos might be black and white. Some of them might have exaggerated colors. And then you might have a GIF and then a couple video clips, plus, live focus shots as well. So let me give you an example. So I'm going to slide in this little dude right here, and we're going to do single take. And you're just going to move the camera around like so and get various angles. It only takes a moment, and then now it's going to compile everything. Go ahead and dive into the gallery. So this is everything that it took. So this is the main photo here. This is basically what it thinks is the best choice among everything that it took. But you can see it did a little video clip here. It did a black and white image, and then it did a GIF, as well as like a sepia tone image. And then lastly, like a fast boomerang type video clip. The next camera mode I want to show you is Pro Video mode. So if we back out of single take, go under More, and then select Pro Video. This is how you're going to be able to fine tune and manually adjust the settings in order to accomplish the look that you're going for. Speaking of video, if we dive into the settings and then tap on front video size, we now have the option for 4K 60 if you're running a Note 10 or Note 10 Plus. This is new. If you're on the S20, it's not new, but definitely a welcomed addition. The last mode I want to talk about is nighttime hyperlapse. So if we go under hyperlapse and then select the little moon at the top, that's going to enable nighttime hyperlapse. And it's going to give you the trails that you see and a lot of low light photography images, especially like in a city. So this is going to give you a really unique and interesting perspective when it comes to time lapse slash hyperlapse videos. Did you know that you can create your own filter or LUT right inside of the stock camera app? It's pretty sweet, especially when you go outside of the box and use a scene from one of your favorite movies. Let me show you what I mean, because you're really gonna enjoy this. This is one of my favorite tips and tricks, and you're gonna love it. Let's go ahead and dive into the camera app and then select the little wand here as long as you're under the photo tab. So make sure you're under photo, then select the wand, and then go under My Filters. We're gonna hit the little plus button right here, and we're gonna create a new filter based upon an image that I've already taken. So let's go ahead and select this image right here, and we'll hit Save Filter. I've already done it once, so just disregard that one. We're gonna select filter 3, and I'm going to take a quick shot. And then now I'm gonna go to original, just so we can compare. All right, so now let's dive into the gallery, and I'll show you guys the difference. So this is original, no filter applied, and this is with the filter that I created based on the image that we selected. Now you can take this one step further and then download a scene from one of your favorite movies, like here's one from 300. So if I go back into the camera interface, select the wand, go under My Filters, hit the plus sign, select the movie scene, hit Save Filter. Now, if I take a quick shot, it's going to use the tones and the overall color of that scene to create an image. So let's go to the gallery, and you can see, there we go. That looks pretty similar to this in terms of color and the contrast. I think it's really neat. So this is how you're able to create your own custom filter or LUT for your photos. Number 9 is all about the Note 10 Plus and taking advantage of its 3D time-of-flight camera. Samsung has made it extremely easy to find all of the AR and 3D depth sensing goodness inside of AR Zone. First, let's go ahead and dive into the camera app, then select More, and then you have two different toggles right here. You have Bixby Vision, and then you have AR Zone. Tap on AR Zone, and it's going to pull up a little menu with all of that AR goodness, and it's going to utilize the time-of-flight camera on the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, which, let me just remind you that the S20s do not feature the time-of-flight camera, so this is kind of exclusive to the Note 10 Plus, and it's really neat. So now you can, do some 3D scans using that time-of-flight sensor, and you don't have to download a separate app or anything like that. Everything is in a nice, organized, and easy to find area. You have quick measure. You can put up various pieces of furniture with the home decor option. You can even do makeup or put on a t-shirt. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you can do here. So dive in, check out AR Zone. I really think you're gonna like it. Lastly, number 10 is setting Dex Routines. So that way, whenever you're ready to launch Dex and begin work, you can start immediately. You don't have to launch anything yourself. Everything will be laid out right in front of you. In order to create a Dex routine, you first have to create a Bixby routine. So let's go into the settings, do a search for Bixby Routines, tap on Bixby Routines, tap on it again, hit the plus button so we can create a new routine, hit the plus button again, and then select Samsung Dex. It's gonna give you two options. One is when it starts and one is when it ends. For this example, we're going to select when it starts, hit done, hit next, and then under the then category, we're going to hit the plus button and we're going to open a specific app. So now we can select open an app or do an app action. And I want OneNote to open automatically. So we'll select OneNote and scroll down and hit done. And you can see OneNote is going to open as soon as Dex connects. Hit done and then hit done again. And you can always go back into this routine and add other things, such as when you get to a specific location or other instances happen, then these things will happen. So it's a great way to really automate Dex and make it fit for how you work. Well, that's the end of this video. Did you learn something new or did you already know all this stuff? Sound off down below in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, consider giving it a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos just like this, and I'll talk to you amazingly beautiful and handsome people in the next one.